In this class, we are going to focus on deletion in AVL tree. And this AVL tree is a special kind of a binary search tree. So when you want to delete a required node from the AVL tree, first you have to delete the node as per the logic of the binary search tree. And we have seen in binary search tree that you can delete a node and that will follow in three different cases. Case one is the node you are going to delete is the leaf node. And case two is the node you are going to delete is having only one child. And third case is the node you are going to delete is having both the children. And we have seen how to handle all those three cases in case of binary search tree. In AVL tree also, first if I ask you to delete a particular node, you have to check it falls in which case. And you have to delete as per the logic of the binary search tree, three different cases. And once you delete, we have additional work in case of AVL tree. So what is the work is, after the deletion is over, you have to check the balance factor of all the nodes in the new AVL tree. Previously, it will be balanced, but you are deleting a node. Because of the deletion of the new node, the balance factor of the nodes will be affected. So you have to check the balance factor of all the nodes in the new tree. And if the balance factor of each node in the new tree is also in the range -1 to 1, that is -1, 0 or 1, then you can go and continue the deletion of the next node. If not, some of the node is not balanced. So it is creating the height balance problem. So what you're going to do is you will be balancing the tree by applying suitable rotation. And in this, in case of deletion, the rotation is slightly different. So this is the algorithm for performing deletion operation in a AVL tree. Now let us see the two types of rotations we can perform in the deletion. In case of deletion, we can perform basically two types of rotation. They are known as L rotation and then R rotation. So what is this L rotation is? You're going to delete a node and that node is present in the left subtree of a critical node. So what is the meaning of critical node? Before you delete, all the nodes will be having balance factor in the permitted range. But when you are performing deletion, for some of the nodes, the balance factor will be affected. Maybe it will become to 2 or -2 and so on. Okay, so whichever is a node having the imbalance, the first node having the imbalance, that is called as critical node. If the node to be deleted is present in the left subtree of the critical node, then we will apply L rotation. And the second one is R rotation. Here, the node to be deleted is present in the right subtree of the critical node. So this is slightly different. Just check the position of the node you are deleting with respect to the critical node and find out what is the type of the rotation you are going to perform. And once you identified the type of the rotation as either L or R, then you have to identify a subtype. In each L and R, there are three different subtypes. You have to identify in which subtype the particular tree belongs to. Now let us see what are the subtypes we have. So first we have now R rotation and then L rotation. R rotation means you have a node X that you are going to delete, and this node X is present in the right subtree of another node A. And we are going to focus this node A only because this becomes now unbalanced and we are calling that as the critical node. Now, with respect to this node, you have to focus on the subtree. Okay, so which subtree you have to now focus? You are deleting node X that is present in the right subtree. Okay, now you focus on the left subtree of the node A. Because A is a critical node, you focus on the left subtree of node A. If B is the root of the left subtree of node A, then we are going to proceed with this B now. Okay, so after you identify the node to be deleted, you see the unbalanced node, that is a critical node. After that, if your node you are deleting is present in the right subtree, then you focus on the left subtree of that node. So here B is a root node of the left subtree. Now I have three different cases with respect to the balance factor of this B. So if the node B is having a balance factor as 0, then you have a subcase as R0 rotation. And if the node B is having balance factor as 1, we have R1 rotation. If the balance factor of node B is -1, we have R-1 rotation. So going to see the L rotation. Here I am going to delete a node X and the node is present in the left subtree of node A. And because of the deletion of this X, node A becomes unbalanced and it has become the critical node. Now, since I am deleting from the left subtree of A, I have to focus on the right subtree of A. Now, in the right subtree of A, let B be the root node. Now, with respect to the balance factor of B, we will have three cases. The first one is L0 rotation, where the balance factor of B is 0. And next is L1 rotation, where the balance factor of B is 1. Then we have L-1 rotation, the balance factor of B is -1. So these are the 6 different cases we will have in case of AVL tree deletion. Now in today's class, I'll teach you only the first 3, that is R0, R1 and R-1 rotation. Remaining 3 you can do by yourself because you know how to apply all the rotations in case of insertion. The same thing you will carry over here. Let me explain you the first 3 cases. So now we are going to see first R0 rotation. So what is this R0 rotation? R0 rotation is going to tell that I'm going to delete a node X which is present in the right subtree of the critical node. Now you can focus this diagram. So here I have T1, T2 and T3. They are the subtrees and H denotes the height of each subtree. So the height of T1 is H, height of T2 is H. If you consider node B, you have to first calculate the balance factor of node B. Balance factor of node B is height of the left subtree minus height of the right subtree. So here, height of the left subtree up to node T1, it is H. Therefore, with respect to B, you have to consider this link also. So it is H plus 1. Then up to T2, the height is H. So with respect to B, it is H plus 1. So the balance factor of B is now H plus 1 minus H plus 1. So you will have 0. Now let us consider the balance factor of this node A. Here I have this T3 is having the height as H and X is a node I want to delete and that node is connected to this T3. Now if you consider the node A, what is the height of the right subtree of node A? Up to T3 the height is H. Then here you have one link, therefore it will be H plus 1. If you focus on the height here in the left subtree, up to this it is H, here plus 1 and here plus 2. So it is H plus 2. Now to calculate the height of this A, it is H plus 2 minus H plus 1. So you will have 1 as the balance factor of node A. Now in this, the tree is balanced. Now only I am going to delete the node X. So now I am going to delete the node X and I am going to delete the node X from the right subtree of A. So when I delete this node X from the right subtree of A, before that the height of the right subtree of A is H. This one is T3 is having the height as H. When I remove this X, the height will be reduced by 1. So the new height of this is now H minus 1. Now you focus on this A. What is going to happen to the balance factor of A? So with respect to the left subtree, we have H plus 2 as the height. And with respect to the right subtree, we have the height as, this is now H minus 1 plus 1 link. So it is H. So H plus 2 minus H is now 2. So the balance factor of now, the node A is 2. Now, previously the balance factor of A is 1. It has been now changed to 2 because of the removal of the node X. So what we are going to do for this? So now you have to identify what is the type of the rotation here. I have given the type as R0. How it is R0? Let us focus on this now. I'm deleting the node X. Because of the deletion of the node X, now the node A has become the critical node. And with respect to this node A, your X is in the right subtree. Therefore, I am giving the first letter as R. And what about this 0? You are deleting the node X from the right subtree of A. Now focus on the left subtree of A. In the left subtree of A, the root node is now B. So what is the balance factor of B? If you look at the balance factor of B, it is 0 now. So the type of rotation we are going to perform is R0 rotation. In case of R0 rotation, if you want to apply balancing, you have to go for LL rotation. In insertion of AVL tree, we have seen LL rotation. If the rotation is LL, both the letters are same. So you are going to apply single rotation in the opposite direction. L is the anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, you have to apply single rotation in the clockwise direction. Then, about which node you are going to apply? In LL rotation, we have seen that about the top node, you have to apply the rotation. So now, this is having the balance problem. I am going to apply LL rotation. That means I am going to rotate in the clockwise direction about the node A because this is a top node having the imbalance problem. So you rotate this tree. So there is a thread here. I'm going to pull the thread down in the clockwise direction. Therefore, what will happen? A is now at the root of this particular tree. It will now come down when you pull it down. And then whatever right subtree you have associated with A, that will become as the right subtree of A because you are pulling it down. After that, B will move up. Since you are pulling it down, B will move up. So now B is in the root, and whatever is the tree of B, that should also move up. Now you can see here, B is having two subtrees. One is T1 and the other is T2. T1 is present as the left subtree. That will be attached to the left subtree of B after moving also. But if you consider this right subtree, after you rotate, B is having A as its right subtree. Therefore, you cannot connect T2 to the right child of B. So where you have to connect this T2, it should be connected to this node A because you have pulled A down. Okay. Previously, B was the left child of A, but after you pull down, it will not have any left child. So this T2 can be connected to A as a left child. So after this rotation, if you calculate the balance factor of all the nodes, they will have balance factor from -1, 0, and 1 only. So this is how you have to handle R0 rotation. Now let us see the second case. The second case is I am going to perform R1 rotation. So what is this R1 rotation? I am going to delete a node X, okay, and this node is from the right subtree of A. So in this diagram, X is here. I am going to delete this X. Since with respect to A, it is present in the right subtree, I am going to perform R rotation. Then how this one comes? When you delete this X from the right subtree, you have to focus on the left subtree of A. In the left subtree of A, we have this B as the root, and see what is the balance factor of this B. The balance factor of B is 1. Therefore, the type of rotation here is R1 rotation. And when you apply the R1 rotation, you have to go for a special type, what we have seen in the insertion. That is nothing but, again, LL rotation. So to handle the R1 imbalance, you need to go for LL rotation only. Just now we have seen how to perform the LL rotation. So in case of LL rotation, since the letters are same, you are going to perform single rotation in the opposite direction about the imbalance node. Okay, so here it is L. So I'll be performing in the clockwise direction. So if I have A, I'll be pulling A down in the clockwise direction. Then A will be moving down along with the T3 as a right child. Then B will move up along with the T1 as the left child. Then whatever is the right child of B, that cannot be connected to B now because of the presence of A here. So that will be now connected to node A as the left child. So that is given in the diagram. So you have to perform this LL rotation. Now we have seen that for two different cases, we are going to apply LL rotation. The first case is R0 imbalance and the second one is R1 imbalance. Now let us see the third type of imbalance. The third type of imbalance is R-1 imbalance. So R-1 imbalance is going to tell that you are going to delete a node and the node is present in the right subtree. So here I am going to delete this X. With respect to A, X is present in the right subtree. So it is R. Then from where this -1 came, since you are deleting X from the right subtree of A, you look at the left subtree of A now. The left subtree of A is having the root node as B. So now I have to see what is the balance factor of this B. Balance factor of B is -1. Therefore, I have to apply R-1 rotation. So in case of R-1 rotation, if you want to handle it, how to do that? For that, you need to apply LR rotation, what we have seen in the insertion process. In LR rotation, we have already seen that the letters are different. So you will be applying rotation 2 times. In the first time, you will be converting LR into LL imbalance. So for that, we have seen that you look at the first letter. The first letter is L. L means it is left, that is anti-clockwise. Therefore, you rotate your tree in the anti-clockwise direction about the middle node. There will be 3 nodes. About the middle node, you have to rotate in the same direction as that of the first letter. Okay, so the middle node is now B in this diagram because A is having the imbalance. So from there, I'll be considering two nodes down. So A, B, and C will be considered. In that, the middle node is B. Now, with respect to B, I am going to apply the rotation first. So about which direction? Here, first letter is L. So I'll be applying towards left, that is in the anti-clockwise direction. So when I do rotation about B in the anti-clockwise direction, my tree will be changed like this. So what is going to happen is, I am going to pull this B down towards the anti-clockwise direction. Like this, I am going to pull. When I do that, B will come down and C will move up. When C is moving up, C is having two children now. Now, in the new tree, B is the new child of C in the left subtree. Therefore, whatever is connected to the left subtree of C before, that should not be connected to C. So what you are going to do is, you are going to move C up. Now this T3 is the right subtree of C. It will be connected as such, but this T2, which is a left subtree of C, cannot be connected to C now because B is connected as the left subtree of C. So where this T2 will be connected now? It can be connected to the node B. Okay, and you are pulling the node B down. When you pull it down, it will be pulled like this and it will have only T1 connected with that. No way it is connected to T3 like this. So C like this. So what you have to do is move this T2 to node B as the right child. So when this is done, I have done the rotation about the node B in the anti-clockwise direction. So what I have done is, I have converted LR rotation into LL imbalance. So this is the first rotation we have done. And one more rotation is pending. How to handle that rotation? We have already seen that in LR, you will first convert LR into LL imbalance. After that, you have to handle it in the same way how you are going to handle the LL imbalance. In LL imbalance, both the letters are same. Okay, so you have to rotate one time in the opposite direction. Okay, LL means it is left. So you rotate in the opposite direction, that is in the clockwise direction. So about which node you are going to rotate? When the letters are same, we have seen that we have to rotate about the first node. That is the top node. So out of these three nodes, you have to consider the first node. So now you rotate about the node A in the clockwise direction. When I do that, this node A will be moved down because I'm going to pull A down in the clockwise direction. Along with its subtree, it will move. So now A will be pulled down and T4 is connected to node A. It will be again connected to node A only in the same direction. But now when A is moving down, C will move up. So C will now move up. Okay. And previously C is having node T3 as its right child. Now you cannot connect that as a right child of C because A is connected as a right child of C. So where you have to connect this T3 now is to node A. To node A, T3 will be connected as the left subtree. Then what happened to this node B? Since everything is pulled down, node B will also move up. Whatever is the children of node B, they will be connected to B as such. There will not be any change with respect to this node B. The changes will be with respect to node A and with respect to node C only. Now we have done balancing. After this is over, you can calculate the balance factor of all the nodes. You will have them only within the range 0, -1 and 1. Now we have seen three different types of rotations. So we have started with the tree and we have identified that if the node to be deleted is present in the right subtree, we will go for R rotation. Then with the help of balance factor of the node in the left subtree of the critical node, we have identified whether we will go for R0, R1 or R-1 imbalance. Now let us focus on the other type. Let me just summarize about this type. So here the rotation is L rotation. So what is the meaning is, I am going to delete a node that is present in the left subtree of a critical node. After I delete the node, one node will become the critical node. Then what I have to do with respect to that critical node, since I am deleting the node from the left subtree, I have to focus on the right subtree of that critical node. then I have to identify the root of that particular right subtree. If the root of the right subtree is having balance factor as 0, then I will call the imbalance as L0. And if the root is having balance factor as -1, it will be L1, L minus 1 imbalance. Otherwise, it is L1 imbalance. Now, here, similar to this R rotation, we are going to apply the L rotation. But in R rotation, we have seen that if it is R0 and R1, we will be applying LL rotation. Whereas here, if it is L0, you will apply RR rotation. Okay. And if it is L minus 1 also, you will apply RR rotation. Whereas in this, if it is R minus 1, you will apply LR rotation. But in this, if it is L1, you will apply RL rotation. Okay, the remaining procedure will be same. And this is how we are going to perform the deletion in case of AVL tree. And once you delete, then again you have to calculate the balance factor of the other nodes also. In insertion, we have seen that once you perform balancing with respect to one node, all the remaining nodes will be automatically balanced. But in case of deletion, that will not be the case. Once you perform the balancing with respect to the particular node, you have to go and see the parent of that node if anything is existing. If so, you have to apply the same process to the parent node also. Till you reach the root node, you have to recursively apply the same process.